Do we have sound yet? You got sound? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me now. Let me know if you got audio. Can y'all hear me? Any audio? We got audio. Got audio. Let me know if you can hear me, Lauren. Lauren, can you hear me? Can you hear me here? Can you hear me? Let me know if we got sound. Let's see. All right, great. Thank you. We can hear you. That's what I need to know. All right, so thank you for letting me know, and I'm glad you're here. We're working this out. We're sorting out the details, but we're gonna make it work. Um, so I'm just curious before we jump in, how many of you have felt like someone has stopped respecting you, or you have stopped respecting someone, or you've lost respect? And that's not a horrible thing. It's a normal thing. It's a human thing, and there's some really good reasons for it. So I want to talk about that in an effort to give you some support, some guidance. So yeah, just let me know if you've ever been through that. Like you felt like respect is gone; it's just not there anymore. And maybe you still love the person. And by the way, you can still love somebody that you just have a difficult time respecting. You might be married to them. You might have been in a long-term relationship, but the respect can be gone, and you can love them. So um, let's talk a little bit about this. I want to make sure I track with my notes and give you some. So first of all, respect is not just something that you do, right? It's more than a behavior. It's not merely a behavior, merely something that we do. Respect is an attitude, it's a disposition, it's a way that we feel towards someone. And I would argue that when you respect somebody, they can feel the respect. They know you respect them. They feel it. Um, it's a kind of energy that you give off, and people can feel when the respect is gone. Like we not vibing. We're not where we used to be. Something has changed in the relationship, and so it's a real thing now. Because this is let me say this. I better slow down. It's impossible to fake respect. Either you respect somebody or you don't. You don't like halfway respect people. It's not like you can fake it. Like, well, I'm gonna act like I respect you, but I don't. It's not something that you can fake. Either you respect a person or you don't respect the person. It doesn't mean you don't love them. Doesn't mean that you don't want the relationship. It simply means that you don't hold them with the same level of esteem and regard that you once did. And again, there's several reasons why that happens, and some of these are going to just be obvious. Now, let me just say this: some of us grew up not respecting the opposite sex. Period. Like you just didn't. Like if you grew up in a space where you watch men not respect women, it's easy for you to not respect women. If you grew up in a space where you watch women not respect men, especially like a mom and a dad figure, um, you can not have a lot of respect for them, and you may think everything's cool, but they feel like you don't know how to respect them, that you don't have any respect for them, and you want to just track back in your own story, like, how did I watch women respect men or not respect men? Watch men respect women or not respect women? Is this making sense to you? Holler back and let me know if y'all tracking with me here. So, because you can't fake respect. And when a person feels like you don't respect them, it's as real to them as if it's absolutely true. And so, if a person feels like you don't respect them, right, there's nothing you can say to convince them. Um, there's nothing they can say to convince you that they do. I hope I got that right. All right, so let me give you 5 quick reasons why and how people lose respect for each other. Y'all ready for these? First of all, it's hard to respect someone who doesn't keep their word. It is virtually impossible to respect someone who consistently, regularly does not keep their word. They're faithfully unfaithful when it comes to their word. They say one thing, they don't do it. They do something else, or they completely ignore what they said they were going to do. And when somebody doesn't keep their word to you, and that becomes a pattern in their behavior, even if it's small things like I'm gonna take out the garbage and they just never take out the garbage. I'm gonna pay the bills and they never pay the bills. That's not a small thing, but you know what I'm saying. If somebody gives you their word and they never keep it, after a while you'll lose respect for them. And it speaks to why our word is so important to us, right? Why to other people, right? If you put your word out there, I was talking yesterday when I was teaching uh, about how important our words are, right? Our words have power. And when you put your word out and say, I'm going to, or I will, and then you don't deliver on it, your word is not different than who you are unless your word is different than what you do. I hope that makes sense because your word is so close to you, right? It's the words that came out of your mouth. They're the ones that were formed in your brain. And when you deliver those words, but you don't deliver on the words that came out, people will stop respecting you. And that happens in relationships, it happens in marriage, because no one wants to be around somebody whose word is not their bond, whose word is not real, whose word almost always falls flat to the ground. And so if somebody doesn't keep their word, you'll lose respect for them. Let me give you another one. Um, uh, it's hard to respect somebody who refuses to grow personally. Like they refuse to grow up, to get better, to address blind spots, to stop sleeping all day long, to stop playing games all day long, to stop taking um, life seriously, right? Look, just let me say this right. It's hard to respect somebody who doesn't take life seriously, who doesn't take their own growth seriously, somebody who doesn't take uh, forward movement seriously. And so when you're with somebody who just won't grow, they like you're outgrowing them or they're outgrowing you, they'll stop respecting you because, as my mother says, um, it seems like you got to prop them up on every leaning side. Like, and no, nobody wants to keep having to prop the other person up. I know you love each other. I know you're in a relationship. I know you care about each other. But after a while, it gets tiring and exhausting trying to always prop up the other person because they won't grow. They won't grow their mindset. They won't grow their ability to make decisions. They just won't grow and they just stay stagnant. And so you'll lose respect for them or they'll lose respect for you. If I can urge anything, I heard a lady say yesterday that one of the most important things that happened to her at our church, Messiah Community Church, was personal growth. She said, when I came here, I was a wreck. I had a lot of rough edges. She says, but the number one thing that I can point to that happened in my experience here was personal growth. And that's what you want to see in a relationship. You want to see the other person growing. You want to be a person who's growing. So the refusal to grow personally, to be complacent in life. The third one is the neglect of the other person's emotional needs. If somebody keeps neglecting your emotional needs, like your need to be seen, to feel heard, to feel valued, the longer that happens, after you get through the sad part, right? The being sad, the being frustrated, the being angry about it, almost like the grief process. Once you get through that part, you just get to a place where you're like, you know what? I just don't even respect you anymore because you don't have any respect for my needs. When I tell you I need something, I need to feel respected. I need to feel seen. I need to feel like you honor me, like you value me, like you cherish me. After a while, you like, whatever. I don't even respect you no more. That's how it goes. Can I give you a fourth one? A person who doesn't take responsibility or accountability. You'll lose respect for somebody if they don't take responsibility, they don't take accountability. Like they never wrong. They never like it's never their fault. Like it's always something happened. What had happened was like after a while you just get tired of that. Like take some responsibility. You won't pay the bills on time. You always don't show up when you were supposed to, and you always make it somebody else's fault. Like take some responsibility because we can't keep dealing with you as an adult who won't be accountable and responsible. Mm. Is this are y'all tracking with this? Like you lose respect for a person who doesn't take responsibility. And I've seen people like this. Like I know people like this who it's never their fault. It was their mama's fault. It was their daddy's fault. It was the man's fault. It was the job's fault. It was always somebody else's fault. And at some point, they have to own that we got a part in our own forward movement and progress. Like it can't always be somebody else's fault. If you're with somebody who doesn't take accountability, who doesn't take responsibility, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a real problem. Is anybody been there, been through it? Like somebody who just won't take accountability or take responsibility. Let me give you a last reason. Um, if somebody commits infidelity, adultery, betrayal, they're all the same words, right? And they're different types. I won't go into all the different types of betrayal, but if they commit adultery or betrayal, infidelity towards you, and they won't do their part to help you recover. Like, yeah, they said, I'm sorry. Yeah, they said, will you forgive me? You're like, yeah, I forgive you. But they haven't helped you get better. They haven't helped you heal. They haven't helped you recover. After a while, your anger you're going to start wearing it on your sleeve, and the disrespect will be expressed out of that anger. So I'm working with couples every day, and I got this one couple, and they're a great couple. But the wife, who has suffered terrible betrayal by her spouse, her husband, she's got no respect for him. And it's kind of hard to recover if you don't have respect for the other person. Because every time she talks about him or talks to him, it's got this bite to it. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like it's got this edge that comes with it. Like she's saucy. She's like, whatever. And he's like, well, she don't talk. She talks to me like she don't have any respect for me. I'm like, bruh, she ain't got no respect for you. Because you ain't helping her get better. No, she ain't got no respect for you. And that's not her fault. That's your fault. So you can fix it. You can help it get better. And yeah, it doesn't have to stay that way. That's the good thing. When you lose respect for your spouse, you can recover it. You can get back on track. But there's some things that has to happen within that relationship. I like to call it the trust star. Like a lack of respect, it's not just about poor communication. It's about trust that's been broken. And I'm not going to get too far into trust. We'll talk about that in another time, another video. By the way, make sure y'all check out our YouTubes and our shorts on YouTubes and IG and on TikTok. I think it can be helpful to you. And make sure that you track with us, like and subscribe. Give us some feedback. Let us know if there are things you want us to speak to, and we'll do our best to put some content out about that. So let's talk about the trust star, because there are 5 pieces to the trust star. If you can imagine the trust star with the peak and the 2 peaks at the bottom, one to the left, one to the right. Y'all know what I'm saying, how that goes. These are the 5 pieces to the trust star. If you want to see respect regained, these 5 things have to happen. I'll give you 5 words real quickly: integrity, tenacity, honesty, transparency, consistency. Integrity is doing what you said you were going to do. Tenacity means you keep doing what you said you were going to do, and you don't give up doing what you said you were going to do. You keep trying your best to grow the relationship, to recover the relationship. Transparency is huge, because so often respect is lost where there has been secrecy, and secrecy is usually what's behind infidelity. Um, Consistency, like Nobody's perfect. Y'all follow me? But you need somebody who's consistent. Like when they blow it, they own it, and then they keep improving. They keep getting better because they're serious about regaining the trust and rebuilding the respect. Honesty simply means I tell the truth. I don't lie. I don't fudge. I don't act like, you know, I had a couple song with the other day, and she was tracking him. She knew exactly where he was, and he went somewhere that was not good for their relationship. And when he got home, and they talked, and she's like, "So how was your trip?" He's like, "Oh, everything was cool." And she was waiting for him to say. And when she asked him about where he went, he lied. And all the work that he had been doing, they had been doing together, trying to grow and rebuild trust and respect, boom, went right back down the tube. Because honesty is primo if you're going to be respected. Your word has got to be your bond. You got to tell the truth. All right. I hope that is helpful. Anybody get anything useful from this? If so, holla back. Let me know. I'd love to know what you're capturing, or just drop a question in the comments. I got my comments open in the chat, and so feel free to drop a question. I love to spend some time talking about what might be helpful to you. Maybe you got a specific issue, a challenge. Nicole says, "I love this." Oh, cool! I'm glad this is helpful. Glad this is helpful. I see Lauren out there. I see some others in a couple other spaces. Yeah, let me know how was this helpful to you? Uh, Lonnie Carroll says, "Good word, good word." Hey, it's great to see you, Lonnie Carroll. Nicole, great to see you. Lauren, great to see you. These will be up on our social media platforms, so make sure you share them. Somebody else is going to get some encouragement out of this. What was helpful? What was useful? So maybe you don't have a question, but I'm curious to know, what did I share that resonated with you, that you would maybe want to share with someone else, or you would like to just apply it in your relationship, in your marriage? What was helpful? Anybody? It's a shy bunch today. It's a shy bunch. All right. So yeah, so listen, if you're looking for some helpful resources, you can catch me at rodhairston.com. I'm gonna be talking more about an upcoming challenge for couples. It's a 5 night challenge, 1 hour a night, maybe 2 hours if you sign up for our VIP part of the session, where I'll do some live coaching, taking all of your questions in the space. We've done these challenges, and couples are they're I'm telling you, they're loving it. They're getting extraordinary results in their marriages and relationships. So stay tuned. We got a number of them scheduled. We'll let you know about the next one. So the challenge is coming up. And if you're looking for a place, a community where you can connect with us, make sure you just drop me your email address. And you can do that. Just go to rodh@rodhairston.com, or you can drop it in my DMs, and we'll grab that and make sure that we add you to our email list. And so, yeah, we'll do that. We want to be a help to you. Someone says, "Hey, Donna Decker Mayberry, great to see you. What wasn't helping? Every point was insightful." Oh, she said, "What wasn't helping? Every point was insightful, clear, and easy to understand." All right, goes. We're doing what we want to do here. Is we want to make it simple, clear, and practical. Donna says, "What would you say about respecting the position of authority, such as a boss versus the person themselves?" That is a great, great question. Um, if it's a boss, then we can respect the position, because I believe that God places people in authority, even people we don't like, or we don't agree with, we don't enjoy working with. Sometimes that person is a spouse. Like God gives a command, wives, see to it that you respect your husbands. Let me say this: respect is easiest delivered when it is earned. Did I say that too fast? Respect is most easily delivered when it's earned. If you are a respectable person, people will respect you. If you're not a respectable person, people will try to respect you, but it will be difficult. And um, when you're dealing with someone who is an authority figure, like a boss, as this question just asked, I think the posture to take is that I'm under God's authority because His Word tells me to respect those who are in authority. I don't have to like them, don't have to agree with them, don't want to work with them. All of those things can be true, but I can posture myself under God ultimately because He's the one who will care for me and help me through this challenging situation. It's kind of like David was towards Saul. If you guys know that story, David had been anointed to be the king. He'd been tagged to be the king, and Saul, who was the current king, didn't like him. And David had opportunities to take Saul out, but he says, I will not touch God's anointed. And I think that's part of the test of our how real our relationship with God is, for one, but how real it is whether we actually believe that order matters. So I hope that's helpful. That's a great question. Thank you. Um, Someone says, honest, without trust, you can call a relationship. Without trust, you can call. Yeah, you that if there's no trust, right? Y'all know the at the foundation of trust is three letters: true. If there's no trust, there's no foundation, right? Trust begins with truth, and when we don't deliver when we don't deliver truthfully to one another, and I'm not talking about truthful like beat down truths in terms of words. I'm talking about we got to be truthful with one another. One of the challenges couples have is they may not be emotionally truthful and honest with one another. Hey, we all right? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm cool. I'm straight. It's feeling a little funky. Like the energy's off. The flow is not here. What's going on? So, yeah, trust is crucial. And when infidelity happens, like infidelity is not only a sexual relationship outside of the marriage, it can be, being untrustworthy, not trustworthy with money, right? Hiding stuff. Like I was training a bunch of leaders recently, and we were talking about how some people go out and they spend, and then they hide the stuff, and they got a habit of hiding stuff that they buy. Right? The infidelity, by the way, could have happened 20 years ago. I was working with a couple who infidelity happened the first year of their marriage, and they were at their 25th year. The marriage had never been the same, but he had never shared it with his spouse. But they couldn't build a strong relationship because the trust had been broken. It's just even if the other person doesn't know, it's hard to build intimacy and connection when trust is not there. Thank you for sharing that, Lonnie Carroll. We got just a couple more minutes. Um, Somebody said, okay, Nicole says, I'm sharing this with my husband today. We always love your word. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm so glad it's helpful. So glad it's helpful. So glad it is helpful. Hey, y'all, we're gonna be doing this on Mondays from 12 to 12:30, and I got a goal to help a million couples, literally a million couples. Like we're gonna start with one live at a time, with one challenge at a time, with one person joining our community at a time. There's so many ways that we can reach and care for couples, and we're just going to do our best. And so that's an aggressive number, but I believe that with time and with consistency, we can help a million couples, specifically a million marriages, because y'all know that marriages are taking some huge hits. And let me tell you something: God is pro marriage. God loves marriage. He loves marriage. He loves marriage. He loves marriage between a man and a woman. I know some people don't like that spill, but that's what it is. That's how God structured it. And there's this thing happening that's got couples feeling like I can't do this no more, and we're walking out way too soon. When if we get the right coaching, teaching, support, help. You can do it. I believe you can do it. I know you can do it. It's from God, and He wants you to have an amazing, amazing experience in this relationship called marriage that He created for all of us. All right, so that's what I got for today. Unless y'all got another question or another comment, we got about 3 minutes left, 2 minutes now um, for this broadcast. But let me know if there are any other thoughts that you want to share. Any other questions? I'm gonna hang out for the whole time. And thank you for hanging out for the whole time. Thank you for being here. Help us to grow this community. If you're on YouTube, you can like and subscribe. You can share, and even on the other platforms, you can do the same thing. So let's grow the community. Let's help more couples as best we can on Mondays. This is Marriage Mastery Monday. I'm Rod Harrison. I just love serving couples, and I'm grateful because I got a great wife, y'all. I got a great wife. Did I tell y'all that? Y'all knew that. I love our marriage, and I love that our marriage can be a light to so many others. So I'm the coach. I'm the one who runs my mouth. She's the one who makes sure um, that she supports me in every way that I need. Somebody says, yes, hey, Courtney, good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, I'm glad you jumped in. You got a question related to marriage or relationships? I'd love to take your question with the last minute or so that we have left. I'm glad you're here, though. Good to see you. Who else? Anyone else? All right. Let's see. All right. Drop it in the chat. Boom, boom, boom. John and Donna say, you rock. No, you guys rock. I love you. These are my dear friends from over many years, right? Going all the way back to when John and I first met in college. Like we've been boys ever since. We've been rocking. We've been rocking. And he married a rock star, Donna Decker. Yes, he did. He better he better recognize Donna. He better recognize he married way up. He outkicked his coverage, is what I like to say. Yeah. All right, y'all. It's 12:30 straight up. I'm going to watch a movie with my wife. We chilling out today. I'm going down and sit and watch a movie. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Again, make sure you check out our YouTube and share things on all of these platforms, and like come ready, drop some questions in the comments in the chat, and we're gonna keep it going. All right, so I'll see you next Monday. Oh, no, 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 hold on. Before we go, what advice could you give a couple stuck in ritual? Oh, stuck in ritual sounds like stuck in a rut. The only way to get out of a rut is you have to do things you've never done before. If you're stuck in ritual and routine, there are things you have to do that will be absolutely new. You got to do something new if you want something new. That's a simple principle. You got to do some new things. And I think you should talk about what are the new things that you are interested in doing. Both of you probably have some interest, but you got to do some new things. We do get, it's easy to grow stale and do the same old things, always just responsibilities or always with kids, all those kind of things. You need some fun, creative things that you can do, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to do it, right? I think that's really important. And so look for some new things, go to some new places, try some things new. My wife had me out there doing salsa dancing this summer. Yo, I ain't never salsa danced. I mean, I've been, we've been to Puerto Rico and other places around the world where people salsa dance, but I never did it. But she had me do it. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. We went out and got on did a kayak sunset cruise this summer, right? Just with a bunch of people out on kayaks on a beautiful lake right at sunset time. Yeah, it was amazing. Like, do some new things, get out of the rut. When you have fun together as a couple, you feel more connected. Go have some fun, is what I would say. That's what I would encourage you to do. All right. Hey, y'all, I'm out of here. I will see you next Monday. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, all of those fun things. But let's plan to meet up again next week at noon. I'll be live. But again, we'll be dropping stuff about every day on Instagram and on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube. So catch us on any of those platforms. I'll look forward to seeing you next Monday.